Hello, my beautiful people. How are you doing? Oh my goodness. For those that are in the element of greatness, grand rising to you, blessings to you. Listen, for those that don't know who I am, I'm Nekia Foxx from the Transformation Place, where I help amazing women and men transform from the inside out. I wanted to come in. I've been so full since the workshop and really being able to see what's going on. Let's get straight to the point. Hello, Patrice. Hello, Patrice. Hello, Patrice. Let's get straight to the point. Blessings. Blessings, kings and queens. Blessings, Maya. Blessings, Patrice. Blessings. But listen here. It's only been 2 days since the workshop, the Build Your Own Business Blueprint, the Real Business Blueprint. It's only been 2 days and we're getting the testimonials from the attendees getting their business capital together. The congratulations, the approves. You know, we gave an almost $3,000 class for $297. And the reason why we did that is that we wanted to give those the opportunity that really was believing in alignment and ready to sacrifice. It's all about the moment. It's all about making it happen. It's all about believing when that time and that opportunity presents itself, because you never know what God has for you. You never know how God's going to bless you. But listen, they are now, that first set of attendees is now ready. When I tell you, they were so grateful, and that's what it's all about. When you can meet individuals that see the value with getting information that they were stuck at for I don't know how many years or whatever the case might be, to be able to get the information and knowledge now to really strategize and execute and move forward like never before. The class is literally worth almost $3,000 and we gave it to you for 10% of the price, right? So I was coming on today. Last night I just got back from Tampa at a mastermind with some more business professionals. And when I say God is just so good. God is so good. This is our season. This is our time. We are ready to pour out all of the knowledge that we've gotten over the years. Me and Miss Cheryl Sutherland, the plug, honey, Miss Cheryl Sutherland. We're ready to pour out the information that we know no one taught us, that we know they didn't give us, and we know is what made a difference in our lives, right? And how simple steps or simple processes being done correctly, not guessing, and how that was able to catapult our businesses to our next level. This is our millionaire year. This is the season where you will see all of the glory that God has been pouring over your life for so long. So get signed up. I have a post on there. Send me your emails to get on the list for the upcoming Lunch and Learn that's coming January 2020. Make sure your face is in the place. Make sure you are in the room. Hello, Queen. How are you doing? How are you doing? Blessings, blessings, blessings. Make sure you are in the room. Listen, it's so much money out here for all of us. It's enough for everybody, right? It's all about us knowing exactly what to do, no longer guessing and doing it correctly the first time. And it's about us being intentional about our actions, right? So get on either send me your email or send me your email on the post that I just put out on a client that just, I mean, literally, we're getting the testimonials. Proof is in the pudding, getting congratulations and approved for money to be able to not use their own money in 2020 to grow and scale their business up, right? The systems alone that we gave them, I know it's going to change their life so they can have more time with their family and be able to really relax and make money while they sleep, right? It's all about making money while you sleep, right? It's not all about work. It's about working smarter, not harder. It's about using your intellectual property to be able to level up on another level. It's about clearing your environment. It's about being intentional of your actions and knowing your worth. Let's say that again. If you don't know your worth, you can't cheat your journey. You will settle for crumbs every single time. I've done it for years. And when I saw myself at a point where, listen here, I know I can do what they're doing. Why am I not experiencing what they're experiencing? Or why am I not living the way I feel I deserve to live? And it's because I really didn't know my worth. You know, it's one thing to say you know your worth, but it's another thing to continue to attract the things that's contradicting what you're saying, right? So that means that regardless of what I'm saying, my truth is what I am experiencing. So let's get down to the root in 2020. Let's elevate internally so we can be able to attract and connect and gain the capacity for all that we want externally. Send your email either in the inbox or on the post. Go on my page and look on the post that is speaking on sending your email below to get on the upcoming list for our next. We're doing a lunch and learn in January. You don't want to miss it. Listen, don't be left behind in reference to it's available now. It's all about timing. It's all about what you know. It's all about knowing every single thing that's available for you. That's right. Listen. Reading a book, being able to connect with those that can change your life in a phone call, having a solid network, being able to put yourself in environments where you literally can put your name right here, and next thing you know, you press the send button and you're literally in position, knowing what documents and scores you need before you start all of these processes. Listen, 30 years of knowledge is available at hand. Sign up for the Real Business Blueprint. Inbox either Cheryl Sutherland or myself if you want a weekly planner. It's available. It's already on my website. Go on for those that are ready or needing more of the information. Listen, it's levels to this. We have a lunch and learn coming up in January. Get on the list. Get on the list. Listen, I'm ready to pour out. It's my season to give back. So any way I can help one, it's all about each one teach one a better way. Listen, we don't have to keep on struggling. The abundance in the land of milk and honey, it's here. It's here. So I'm so excited. The mastermind we went to in Tampa last night. How God is aligning this thing, I'm trying to tell you. Only he could do what he's doing in this hour. I'm so grateful to be connected to each and every one of you. Do me a favor, share this video on out. Tag some of your friends, some of your family members that you know they've been talking at every family function on what they're going to do. Allow them to get access to the information to help them push forward with actually knowing what to do. Listen, if you are just having ideas and wanted to start a business, that was the beauty of it, being able to really strategize with those ladies this weekend and be able to give them a clear plan on moving forward. Listen here, if you are needing a one-on-one, I offer those on my website, www.nekiafoxx.com. Hit the coaching section and you will see if you need a clarity call, that's about your mind. If you need a business session, that's going to be able to strategize in your particular specific business that you're going into or want to go into. I'll be able to take my knowledge and give you like a personal audit to get you a strategy for this next upcoming year. Listen, you guys, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so grateful. I'm just thankful. Listen, it's nothing like when you know that lives can be changed. It's nothing like when you know what it took for your life to shift to another gear. I was going after it the wrong way for a long time. A very long time, and like, why is it not happening? Until I was able to start investing in myself and getting myself the information that was able to take me from guessing. That's when my life changed. That's when my business changed. That's why you can see me in my house have all the time. You guys see me on these lives. It's in the middle of the day. Listen, but I'm working. I'm working on my destiny to create literally room. I'm creating space for others. It's all about us creating space for the next. Listen, there is no scarcity mentality, right? That's of the past. There is no lack in this thing. There is no, I'm not going to tell this person. No one can take anything that God has for you. Let me tell you that. Nobody can rob you of it. Nobody can postpone it. Nobody can steal your ideas. No, only you can do what he set for you to do it. So we have to get out of that energy and place ourselves in the essence of peace and place ourselves in the essence of abundance. Where your peace is where your clarity is, and that's where your abundance is. He gives us those little tools to be able, no one's setting us back but ourselves, right? So when we get out of our own way, We're now able to access the doors that we always dreamed of, right? Blessings, Queen. When we get out of our own way, is when we're now have the energy. It's all about the energy. Do you see the Queen that just made it Miss South Africa? Do you see her energy? Regardless of what, it was her essence of being unapologetically bold in her, like her core. So unbothered, right? Standing in her truth, knowing that she made it out of back in the days when she might have felt less than, and moving forward saying, I want to be an example for the next generation to know who they are as soon as they see me, right? Listen. That's the energy that we're in, right? We have fought the battles. That's right. Listen, if you don't pay, you don't pay attention. Free can only get you so far. I meet people that they're trying to, I used to be there when I was trying to get all the free information on the live videos, and free can only get you so far. When you pay, like, it's just sowing a seed. It's not even to the person, because normally what you're paying the people is not even it's you being willing to invest in yourself. That seed is actually for your journey. You're paying your ticket to your own divine destiny, because that action of that transfer and not being like this and oh my gosh, and I don't know, that action of being willing to sacrifice and what you cannot see is actually what you need. In that moment when you're like, oh my gosh, I don't have it. No, you will find a way. We always find a way for everything. It depends on how much we value the need for what we're saying we want, right? Yeah, peace is what we need. Everything is all aligned in your peace. The Lord says you will find me in your secret place, right? The secret place is inside of him. He's in you. And when you find your secret place, because he's in you. It's within yourself, right? And then the more you know how to go back to that place every single time you see yourself venturing off is when you're at a place of clarity. That's where you're able to get downloads. That's when he's showing you visions, and he's making different suggestions to you. He's unveiling your future that he has for you. He's showing you the will that he has for your life in that secret place. So I meet so many people and I'm like, you're doing too much. Listen, you're doing way too much, and what you really need to be doing, you haven't even touched it. And a lot of times that's being still. He says, be still to know that I am God, right? In the stillness is when you get the clarity. In the stillness is when you get the peace. In the stillness is when you are in your most powerful essence. In that not shifting or wavering, I will find a way. You know what? No, how about the way will find you? In that secret place. The way, for so long I was like, let me do it. Let me know. Stop trying to figure it out. I was so frustrated myself trying to figure things out so much, when all I had to do was get at a place of peace, and it was actually looking for me the whole time. When you forget about something is when you find it. When it's not even a concern, when you can make the necessary unnecessary, that's when it happens. It's like when you are able to make what you thought was necessary and so needed, it's not even a factor in your life anymore. And that's actually when you get it all, right? When we make the things that we thought was it's all about where we're putting our energy at. Remember, when we focus on centering our core, when that's all that you need, and you need nothing outside of yourself, is when you get everything else outside of yourself, because it's literally a bonus at that point. Because that's coming from a place of abundance. That's not coming from a place of lack. When I started figuring out that, listen here, if I'm like, oh, I need this and I'm waiting. No, that's coming from a place of lack for me. That's coming from a place of lack. And when I started being grateful with the nothingness and grateful with every single thing he had already given me, is when I started actually receiving all the other things, because I wasn't worried about it. Listen, it's our season. It's our time. Don't leave nothing on the table. You got one life to live. I was telling the attendees the other day, I was like, listen, this thing is, life is just like, it's all about what you choose to see it as. You can go to school or high school for 12 years, well, elementary, pre-K, all the way up to your senior year, and you can graduate with a certificate of completion. The same thing applies to life. We all have one life to live. It's unfortunate that we're seeing a lot of people leave this thing with a certificate of completion, meaning that you did all that work and did none of the stuff that the Lord actually had for you. Or we didn't access any of the things that he really wanted to show us. Because at the end of the day, it's about really doing the work, understanding what's really going on. I can be going to class every single week, just like I see so many people going to church every single week. But what's moving in our lives? Like, if you, I mean, just to attend is not it. It's about application. That's the way it allows us to be effective. Let's apply the word to our lives. Let's try God. Let's try him. Listen, he said you could declare and decree. You said you would do this for me. You told me to ask and I shall receive. Like, you told me this. Like, no, I'm not going to be coming over here. He said, don't be timid. He said, be bold in your request, right? We ain't got to be like, oh, no, you told me. This is what you said. If I abide in you, listen, you will give me the desires of my heart. I am in position. Please put me in a posture to be able to receive your glory for my life. Lord, please shift the things in me that need to be shifted. Lord, please move aside the way. Allow me to embrace the things that need to go from my life. Like we need to be bold in that energy. Listen, we are going to pull down every single thing that's for our lives. It's not in timidness or hope, wish. Oh, no. Declare and decree the things of your life. Take your power back. Any situation that you are in that's not allowing you to feel like you are in your essence of your being, please dismiss yourself from it. Listen, if I got to feel like, I was telling someone the other day, if I have to feel like I got to prove something, then that means that you are in alignment with lack and not in alignment with my truth. And that means that I will not meet you. I shall not get to know you. You don't need to get to know me in any way. We are called a conflict of interest. That's called a contradiction. It is contradicting everything I say I want. So I can no longer entertain the things that I know go against my bottom line. What's your bottom line for your life? What does that look like? What does that feel like? So the more and more I stay in the place of peace, the more and more I line up with what the word says for my life, the more and more I cancel out those that are literally putting me in a space to go against what I say I believe. Is I need to dismiss myself. They don't have to go anywhere. I'll dismiss myself because that's not in alignment with my truth. So we're going to be effective in 2020 because that's the year that is set up for you to win on a level that you always dreamed of. It's all about us going inward. It's about the internal transformation. He said it should be, it's more spiritual than natural. The carnal mind, the things we see that are on the external are only produced from the internal. That's why we always experience what we truly believe inside, it's not the outside things. That's irrelevant. It's the inside things that you're going to experience. You will create the life that you want to live based on your mindset, based on what you are agreeing with. What am I agreeing with? If I am saying I'm wanting this, but I am doing that, it's just like if I'm saying I need to lose weight, but I'm eating fried chicken, that's a conflict of interest. So then after, you're not even going to even enjoy the chicken. Just like dealing with people that you know you're not supposed to deal with no more. No, I'm not even enjoying the encounter anymore because I know internally I am sabotaging my future. I am going against, I know at the end of the day, this chicken is going to give me 5 more pounds. I understand that eating after 8 o'clock is going to allow me to be sluggish the next day. I understand that I'm not getting proper rest. That's not going to allow me to come at my highest self. Listen, the same way applies to our connections. If I am with people that the energy is literally not helping me help them or become my best, that's a contradiction. And it's starting to frustrate. When you get off the phone with people or you leave people and you're frustrated, you left more bothered than it was before you dealt with them, that's a clear indication that is a conflict of interest. That goes against where you're supposed to be at. That goes against who you're supposed to be connected to. The people that you're supposed to meet in this life, guess what? As soon as you see them, you don't have to say nothing. You don't shrink down in your essence. They actually build you up. Wherever you are, they don't even look at your current state. They be like, oh, no, girl, you need to be doing this. I need to call so-and-so because I can see you working. She got something you need. I'm going to put y'all two together. Oh, no, you so good at this. Oh, girl, your stuff can be in the stores. And that's the people you want to be around. So even if you was at a level 5, honey, they finna pull you up to a level 10 because they like, no, I believe in you, and you didn't say a word. Because remember, our essence is non-verbal. You don't have to say it. It will speak for you. Our essence speaks for us. It goes before us. Our energy goes before us. So align in this new season, because we had to go through the other seasons so that we can really get tired of ourselves. So align yourself with this season, with only those that are speaking life into you, that only those that are literally saying, listen here, I don't care where you at right now, sis. I see you, honey. I don't care how you feeling right now. We gonna shift this atmosphere. I'm gonna speak life into you. Listen, I don't care, because when we leave, he says, the Bible tells us iron sharpens irons. That's why when we get with other believers, when we get with people that are on the same wavelength, listen, something has to change. We cannot have this conversation and stay the same. So after this conversation, something has to change, right? That's the way you know it's real, and that's when you know it's working. Something has to change. I should not be in alignment with what God has for me. I should not speak life into my life and not feel a difference. I should not create an environment that allows me to thrive and not be able to experience it. That's when you know it's working. It's working when you see a change. If you're not seeing a change, something's wrong. If you're doing the same thing and you're not, something is wrong. Don't keep doing the same thing. I was listening to a gentleman the other day that he said his life coach told him that don't confuse habit with hard work. A lot of times we've been confusing things that we've been doing just out of sheer habit as hard work, but it's not working. We're confusing being busy with actually doing something, but you're not going nowhere. You're being a part of the rat race. In a place of stillness is when you can see your trajectory. My friend girl Stacy, she would always tell me, listen here, you keep the zeros in the middle and it's neutral. Stacy, God bless you. Cause see, listen, those diagrams that you listen, I still got the diagram in my salon. So when I have clients at the bowl and they need a shifting, I say, listen here, my friend girl Stacy let me show you what this is. If you let me write it down for you guys right now. On this book, hold on, let me get a clear sheet of paper. If you are experiencing, because life is about polarity, right? There is no night without day. There is no darkness without light. There is no sun without the moon. There is no happiness without sad. There is no, let me get this, because I got to write this down for you guys. This is in the plus and this is in the negative. This changed my life. Just this simple diagram. So this is for somebody. This right here changed my life. Listen here. You can't have one without the other. Listen, so haven't we experienced our lowest of lows? Haven't we gone to the place where we just wanted to give up? Haven't we like we've gone there? So listen, let me turn this around so you can see this. Let me turn it around so you can see this. Listen, you can't have one without the other, right? This is overflow. So if you've experienced being empty, this is the negative zone. If you've experienced being empty, that means you're already qualified to experience the opposite, which is overflow. If this is always your center, which is zero, and then God is always, he's within us. This is you, regardless if you got money. This is you, regardless if you got kids. This is you, regardless if you got a husband. This is you, regardless if you got all them titles. It is all here at zero, which is your neutral. That's when you get to your lowest and you lose it all. You got nothing, right? But here you go, you and God. That's what he was trying to get you back to, that center place. See, when he strips away all of those things, this is where we at. When I had to move back home with less than $50 in my pocket, shut my business of 8 years down, it looked like I was at this place, right? But in reality, he was saying, now I can work with you. Because if you've experienced this right here, which is the, let's say it's a negative 4,000, guess what that means? That you're guaranteed to experience. Not want to hope you go experience, no. You can't have one without the other. So if I've gone to this lowest of lows, this level of darkness, this level of death, this level of despair, guess what? I have to receive the complete opposite on the same spectrum, right? So this is what I experienced on the complete opposite spectrum. So over here, that's when I said I am going to decide to be my best at my lowest moment. So if I'm going to be here, I get to choose where I am going. That means that if I'm over here, I get to choose to experience the complete opposite. So if I'm experiencing this currently right now, it's my choice to demand what the opposite of that experience is. So if this level over here, everything on this side is lack, it's confusion, it's frustration, it's despair, it's depression, it's being lost. So that means if I'm experiencing this over here in life, feeling lack, being confused, having anxiety, right? No sleep, gaining weight. So I'm over here on this side of the spectrum. I am over here. I'm feeling fat. Listen, so if I'm experiencing all of this over here, which is in the negative zone in my life, it's up to me to stay here, because if I'm experiencing all this, and this is supposed to be the low of low, I'm hoping you getting where I'm going. This is your center neutral zone in life. You always have him. You will always be able to find him at your core, at your center, because now he can work with you when you get stripped of all this other stuff. So now you understand that if you've experienced the negative 4,000 of life, the darkness, the depression, the lack, the losing it all, the bankruptcies, the foreclosure, the confusion, anxiety, frustration, you have no kind of patience. You're depressed, you're feeling fat, you're lost, you're no sleep. So he's already giving you the ability to know that you are guaranteed if you choose, because this is what this is what's in this line right here. Now you got a choice, because you are already qualified to experience everything on the opposite side of this line, which is what? Peace, which is what? Power, which is what? Prosperity, right? Which is what? Great health, which is what? Abundance. This is what? Good connections. Which is what? The list goes on, because you've already gone through this. We got to stop staying in this area. If you've experienced the darkest side of life, let's go over here and make sure you get that's yours already. Listen, if I've gotten this over here, I've done the work to go deep down and dark and deal with the ugly and get stripped and get towed down and beat down. I done drag myself, because see, nobody drags and does us bad. We do that to ourselves. I done drug my own self over here. I done continuously attracted all this other stuff in my life because I don't believe in myself. I'm not believing what the word is saying about my life. I can't even receive what God is saying, that he's loving me unconditional. That's this other area over here. Why is the word not working? Why am I saying this but not seeing it? Because I don't believe it. And I don't believe it is because I need to get right back to this place right here, which is my center with him. And that's in my nothingness. And I need to believe and receive his love that he says is unconditional. I need to allow him to restore my life. I need to allow him to show me, my real true self in this center place that to people, they look like you ain't got nothing right here, right? It looks like from the outside, oh, she done lost it all. She done lost her mind. She over here half falling out, everything over here. That's up to me to choose to get what's already mine on the opposite positive side. So if you've experienced the negative 4,000 in life, you better, girl, don't leave nothing on the table. You better make sure you go get what's yours. Because over here, you're supposed to know that I've already done the work over here. Life owes me this opposite. So life owes you your peace. Life owes you being in your power. Life now owes you prosperity. It owes you good health. It owes you abundance. It owes you overflow. It owes you good people in your life. You done did it. Let's stop stopping and making the wrong choices and make the choice to choose yourself, which is this. Make this your reality, that all I need is God, even if it looks like I got nothing. All I need is to make what's right here, which is that choice. All I need right now is to go ahead. I done experienced a negative 4,000. All I need is to go get what's already guaranteed, which is mine, which is on the opposite side of spectrum, which is in my new mind. Because he said you will be transformed with the renewing of your mind. So when you thought you lost your mind and you literally allow him to strip you down so he can now build upon, now you are experiencing the complete opposite and nobody doing you no favor. You're supposed to be over here. You done did the hard work. You was willing to deal with your demons. Go get what's yours, which is now peace, which is now power, which is now prosperity, which is now good health, which is now what? Abundance, which is now what? Good connections. Over here, you got endless love. Let's make sure we say that. Endless love over here. Over here, you got struggle love. You know what? All you keep on connecting with is other people with the same problems with different names. Struggle love over here. So we got struggle love on this side. And that's what, see, generationally, all we know is struggle love. All we know is our family always standing in the energy of frustration. Everybody over here feeling down, talking down, everybody over here barely can walk. Everybody over here look like they always feeling low. They literally can't find themselves. You always hear, I just can't sleep. I'm having a hard time sleeping. Well, you better go get what's yours on this other side, which is some peace, which is some power, which is some prosperity, which is some good health, which is abundance, which is overflow, which is endless love. Love that surpasses what? He says, I will give you peace that surpasses all understanding. He said, once you drink of my cup, you will never thirst again, meaning that you will always live in the overflow, meaning that I'm your storehouse. When the Bible says, listen here, I am your storehouse. I'm your strong tower. You come to me for anything you need. So when you get to this zero moment right here in life, you understand now that you must go get all on the other side that's already yours, which is all of the other things that is the complete opposite of what you've experienced, that were not in alignment with what God says for your life. This is the side that he talks about. But he says you must experience this sometimes. But you must understand that if you just come back to your center, hello, Renee, if you come back to your center place, if you find me, which is within you, I will allow you to experience the complete opposite of every single thing that you have experienced. He says, I will give you back everything the cankerworm thought it would take from your life. I need you to share this video on out, you guys. Share this video on out to at least 5 to 10 people, because somebody needs to hear this today. Somebody needs to hear this right now. Don't listen, share this on out, even if they just get the diagram. For those that are in the replay, listen, this is your time. I need you to get this. I need you to get this. If you've experienced the negative 4,000s of life, you sister, brother, you better get what's yours. He says, I will give you back. I will reward those that were willing to sacrifice themselves and their things. I will reward. He said, if you be a good steward of what he's giving you, I will bless you with the more, right? This is what the word is telling us, right? The word tells us all those things, so we should start taking this literal. He says, I will place you in a place that nobody can harm, or put the blood on your door. Put it next to your name. You are covered. You are protected. Look over here. Guess what's also over here? It's protection. Ooh, Jesus. Over here, we got pain. Oh, Lord. Pain is over here. We got protection over here. Look like I want to deal with this over here. Look like I want to deal with this over here. And I'm going to pray for all of those that are still dealing with this right here. But I'm going to be in alignment with connecting and adding more of this in my life. More people that's giving this, and more places that's making me feel like this, and more things that's allowing me to thrive in this. Looks like I'm going to just literally stick with this because it's my choice. Remember, in the middle, it's your choice. You got a choice. You can choose to stay stagnant. You can choose to keep on going backwards, going down and down and down and down. You can listen. This line don't have to end. You can keep on going down and down and down. You can keep on being over here. You can keep on attracting all this other stuff in your life. You can be to the negative million if you want to. But I would suggest you to experience and to get back to your neutral as soon as you can, which is your secret place. I would suggest you to be able to find your Father, which is inside of you, so that you can allow yourself to experience. I need you to share this video out. Allow yourself to experience the other side. Listen, we don't have to be in the wilderness for 40 years and 40 nights. We don't have to keep wandering around there lost. See, what happened in the wilderness? They was lost. That means that, if you're feeling all this, that means that's your wilderness season. You don't have to stay there all your life. Don't be in the wilderness for 40 years and 40 nights. Don't leave this earth with just a certificate of completion. Make sure you get to the other side. which is the abundant living. This is the side over here that he speaks of. That's what? The land of milk and honey, right? This is the land of, this is the promised land. See all these P's? The promised land. Listen, over here, it's the promised land. Lord, over here, see, this is the, oh, let me put this over here, because see, I'm gonna have to get this on a diagram. Over here is the wilderness. Wilderness. Over here is the wilderness, right? This the wilderness over here. Over here is the promised land. Peace, prosperity. Let's get to this, everybody. So we can continue to do what's in the middle. Attract, that's the positive. We're going to continue to attract and not repel. We're going to continue to move forward because we made a choice, right, to do better, right? We made a choice to start believing that we deserve everything on this other side. We start making choices. That's why we now got good health, because we're eating better. We're starting to get some movement going. I want to walk just when I get off work. I don't just want to go home, eat, and go to sleep. I want to start walking. Let me just do a little 30 minutes down the street. Let me just do a little 30 minutes down the street and just get, just allow myself to get, some of this movement, because movement is what God is about. God is not, see, over here is stagnation. Listen, over here, we end up being all this over here because of stagnation. We ain't doing nothing. Let's start creating that movement in our lives. Even if you got to walk, create the movement. However you need to start creating movement in your life. When you start moving, everything else start moving in your life. So create the movement in your life. Start getting what you're supposed to actually have. That's already yours. It's not what you go have. All the things in your life that you've been wanting, it already is. He said, and my will shall be done, and it is so. If it is so that it is done, it is called period. Over. It's yours. Check to the mate. Everybody, I hope you were able to get something from this, because the Lord when I tell you, he just took that over, and I bless the Lord for my friend girl Stacy Cook, because that's the one that literally showed me this diagram that has changed my life and the life of anybody that some people need it broken down. The life of anybody that needs to really see what they're going through, and then to also at the same time see the flip side of what's already theirs. Listen, it's our season. It's our time. It's our time. It's our time. It's our time. Listen, you didn't go through that for no reason. You went through that to get paid back. I need to put on the P side again. See all them P's, payment. You getting payment back, right? That's what's yours. He says, I will reward you for everything the cankerworm, honey, thought it ate up in your life. The cankerworm ate up your peace. The cankerworm ate up your prosperity. Got you around here thinking and lack. Listen, I used to be hoping. And when I started understanding that it was already mine, so if I just put myself in an atmosphere, create the life you want to live. That's the whole point of what is it? What you guys keep always hearing me say, transformation from the inside out. Listen, it's all about your transformation from the inside out. Nekia Foxx and Company, the transformation place from the inside out. It's just not a word. It's just not. It's all. See, that's when I teach my clients in the branding portion of our how to really build your business. So all of the things that you do speak for you in the same sentence. Everything you do will be in alignment, because see, you have to build that trunk in that tree. When I work with people, it goes bigger than just surface. I don't feel good just because you're finished. I feel good when you start applying it, because it's nothing like when you can see a life change because now they get it, right? Because I know how it was when I was frustrated and stuck because I just was not getting it. It just seemed like it just wasn't working. I know what it feels like to be fighting demons every single day, feeling like your mind is having a whole nother ball game going on. Listen, I know what it feels like to be a walking contradiction within yourself, because what you're saying and what you're living is totally different. I know what it feels like to be attracting people that speaking the complete opposite every 5 minutes since a child. You the bad black one. Oh, that's that bad black one with that mouth. She is she lacks authority. She don't know. No, but I just didn't trust. That's all it was. I didn't trust. I didn't feel safe. The people around me didn't make me feel safe. And normally that's why when I opened up the organization, the Transformation Foundation, that's for these kids. Listen, I will be your voice. The ones that were left and put aside as disadvantaged and as they need a little bit more work. They real hard. He or she just don't listen. No, he does not feel safe. You don't make them feel safe. And they actually see through you. And they know that your heart is not pure, and they understand that it's not genuine. I don't care if you are an adult. If you don't have a good spirit, kids know that. Listen, I don't care that, oh, well, you know what, that's an adult. I don't care, that's an adult. She wrong. She's wrong. Listen, she's wrong. Because then people just allow people to start abusing them kids so early so they can stop believing in themselves, because you just want to tell them. You didn't even give a time to just listen to what they had to say. How do you know that that's not one of their gifts, that they see through people? And no, they're not being disrespectful, but you're just not going to be treating them horrible and then want to say just because I'm an adult. No, that's wrong. That's very wrong. But allow those to feel safe, so then they don't have to be on guard. Because let me tell you, as a consequence of being guarded your entire life, it messes with your heart. You end up getting high blood pressure, your nerves get bad, you can't think, your memory, so you start having memory issues because you've been on edge your entire life. You get in relationships that you just almost sabotage in every single thing because you just don't believe it's going to happen, or you don't believe they're going to stay, or you just thinking they're going to continue to do what all the other people did, which is just hurt you at the end. Listen, those things were started since our childhood. Those things were put in our lives to be able to help us at the end if we use it. Use that pain as power. Listen, pimp your pain. Use that pain as power so you can understand the misunderstood. See, I'm grateful because I know who I am. I don't need affirmations from nobody. Listen, I had to fight since a child to know who I was. They told me I was bad from the beginning. She the bad black one. No, I'm not. No, you know. And then when it finally come out later that those adults was horrible people, then they like, well, she said. Oh gosh, she said when they find out 10, 15 years later, when those same adults end up hurting them, the adult version hurting them, now they like, well, my baby said she was wrong. My child did. Listen, well, goodness. Well, oh boy. Listen, it's real out here. But I want to be a voice for the voiceless, for those that weren't able to speak for themselves. That has been a passion for mine for a very long time. Now I want to help them. Listen, I was willing to deal with the darkness and find myself, my peace and my power. Now I want to give them the road back to their peace, right? From an early age. Listen, young one, you don't have to suffer all the way through into your adulthood. I'm going to show you who you are early through your own self, through finding peace within yourself. And don't take that personal. Them just hurt grown people. That's all they is. Hurt people. They just hurt grown people. That's all they is. But let me tell you, I'm going to teach you how to not believe anything that they say, and then to not take that energy on for yourself, so that you don't attract from a child all the way up to adulthood struggle. That you don't attract disbelief. So now we got adults can't even believe the word of God because they had to learn how to stop believing so early, from people disappointing them, from people hurting them, from being guarded all the time. Now they reading the same passage over and over again and not wondering why it ain't sinking in, because see, they wanted to trick you to believe in that energy for the rest of your life. But listen, this is the season that you are set free. Set yourself free by really finding God within yourself. That's why he said, what? Show thyself approval. Pick up your own cross and walk, right? He told us to what? In me you will find you, right? He told us we are one and the same. He said you are made in the image of me, right? So if I'm made in the image of him, that it's nothing that I cannot create. It's nothing that I cannot do. It's nothing that's not already mine. It's already mine. So peace is already mine. Prosperity, living rich, I'm rich already. Listen, that's nothing. That's just a byproduct. Let's shift our energy. If those that are in need of true transformation, if you need a clarity session, if you need some of these tools, listen, that's why I created the Transformation Journal. All of those questions and the steps that I made to be able to come back to who I was, who I thought I was, and to actually start finding out who I am, the things I needed to know to find my center, that's what I put in the Transformation Journal. And it's like I said, Lord, he said, no, you just keep doing it, because it's going to be a season that, listen, you don't have to speak for it anymore. They will see it in the proof. Listen, we're in a season now, you don't have to prove yourself to nobody. They will see by the life you live. It will speak for you, right? So I tried my best to create, because everybody can't pay me my coaching prices. Everybody's not at the point where they're not able to. So, hey, listen, here's a journal. All the steps that I work with my coaching clients in the first phase, hey, it's right here in this book. I would suggest you for $30, get this book. Get this book and get some clarity so you can get creative, because your wealth is all about how creative you are. So you can get this confidence, start getting to really feel yourself for who you really are, right? That's why I created the Transformation Journal. Listen here, we have created the real business blueprint for those that are lost in their business. Listen, this will get you where you need to go. That's why we're creating the workshops to be able to help you. Listen, if you need more of a one-on-one and walk your way through, you need to be at these workshops. Listen, you got people here that's willing to tell you exactly what you need. This is the steps, not tell you, oh, you just need this. No, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is what you need, so that you can get to this other place that you're trying to get to. Because listen, we can't get it for the free. Nothing in this life is free, because you get out what you're willing to put in. Listen, I was willing to pay for coaches that charged me $10, $15, $5,000, $15,000. I'm over 6 figures in, but I was willing to give what I know I am to expect to receive. So we can't be expecting out of life what we're not even willing to give to ourselves in this life. See, I don't give anybody nothing that I'm not expecting that I'm due the same. That's how this thing works. When you know you have put in, so you get out what you put in. If you put in on that level, you should expect on that level. Listen, so that's why we have to stop dealing with people that don't have no skin in the game. Listen, how I'm going to invest in you and you won't even invest in yourself? What I'm giving you my time for, and you don't even invest in yourself? Well, my time is valuable. I understand what the value of my time. So when I meet those that are not feeling like it's worth it, it's not a problem. We're just not in alignment. That's fine. It's not a problem. It's just a conflict of interest. And when they get there, they'll call me at that time. It's fine. It's no love lost. Just you be the vessel for whatever the people that you are supposed to be able to assist on this journey. And the Lord will make sure that they have every single thing that they need as an exchange. He's never going to leave you at a place of being depleted. But we all must know our value. Because, right, remember, you've experienced that what? The negative side. So you're supposed to have, and you demand to have what you're owed on the opposite side of this thing. You guys, thank you so much. I hope I was able to leave a nugget today for somebody. This video, I'm going to have her put it on my YouTube channel. For those that are not connected on my YouTube channel, all of these videos is literally a storage of videos for however you're feeling to get a shift in your spirit. If you have a friend that's like, I'm having a day, hey, go get one of those videos. There's something on there that can help you. Listen, I'm doing it. I'm documenting it for a reason. To help somebody. Listen, you ain't got to pay nothing to watch the videos. You ain't got to pay nothing. Nothing. I just want to be able to help. Nothing at all. Hey, Toya, how you doing? But listen, share this video on out to somebody that you know needs a good little pick-me-up. Want to maybe at that stage in their life that they're talking about some of the things that I'm talking about. Because remember, 2020 is the year. Listen, that you are to live in the complete opposite side, which is what? You are to live in this right here. This is your destiny right over here. This is your ending place right here. And this never ends. He said that positive just keeps going on and on and on and on and on. That never ends. So peace, protection, good health, prosperity, the promised land, abundance, what good connections, endless love. What? Listen, that's already yours. So let's get in alignment. Let's stay in alignment. And let's live in our truths boldly. Because that things that you are desiring is actually desiring you as well. God bless you all. Have an amazing day. Beep. It's supposed to be one of these times. See, me and this good old technology. I look forward to the day when I have a good assistant here right next to me. The one that I have now. Woo, we're going to be building our team soon. God bless you. I'm so grateful. Oh, my God. We're going to be building our team soon because, listen, here's more work to be done. God is sending the help. He's sending everything you need. He's sending the provisions for every single thing He's placed in your heart. You will not have to work hard. You will not have to work hard. He's not trying to give you things that's going to beat you down, tear you down, and wear you out. He's going to allow you to have everything you need to allow this thing to be what it is meant to be. God bless you. Have a good day. Everything all right.